Stung by a stonefish. Rare freshwater version. That shit mean.
I'm about to enter the sting zone with the bull route, freshwater stonefish from Australia.
Australia. We don't need no subs, gang.
What's going on, guys? I'm back in Australia, home of the most deadly and venomous creatures on the planet.
Australia.
The sting of an animal that is said to cause the most pain out of any creature that lives in Australia, which is pretty crazy. But to help me do it, I'm joined today by my good friend, Miller Wilson. What's up, dude?
Good to have you back, Mark.
Where
I
was
am
Steve
excited
Irwin
to be here,
from?
Miller, but I gotta say, I'm a little nervous about this video. Why don't you tell everybody at home what creature we're trying to catch today?
So today we're going to be trying to track down
Sounds like
Australia's most
Australia.
venomous freshwater fish, the bull rat, also known as the freshwater stonefish.
Which is a pretty
She
aggressive
gets stung
title
or what?
for an animal, because I have been stung by the saltwater stonefish, and it's something I would honestly never attempt again. So when you told me about the bull route, of course I was curious.
I know 3 people who have been stung by this fish, and all 3 of those people were hospitalized.
For real?
Yeah.
Dang it. All right, well, we're gonna try our best to catch one of these guys, so Miller and I are gonna hit the trail and see if we can find ourselves a freshwater stonefish. Anything to look out for over here, Miller?
Lots of venomous snakes around this area. Some of
Okay.
the world's most venomous snakes actually live in this forest, so
Really?
got to be careful.
Aren't there leeches out here?
Leeches, plenty of leeches as well. No shortage of them.
Yeah, probably gonna get a couple leeches today.
Hope it.
God.
Oh, here's a big leech right here. Oh, here's a couple.
Ugh, tiger leeches. I'm gonna
Oh,
check.
there's another one.
Already?
They're everywhere.
They're like going up your legs.
Yeah.
Nice.
But look, they're literally everywhere, all over the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh wow, there's one right in my boot. That got me.
Leech Alley. Look, there's another one on my foot right there.
Gosh, this place is full of stuff that wants to bite you and sting you. All right, here we go.
Right, let's go.
I want to know a little bit more about these hospitalizations. Tell me about one of the stories, if you don't mind.
Yeah, so it was actually my granddad,
No way.
and he was a police officer, and they got a call up saying that there was an illegal fishing net in a freshwater river. So he went out there to remove it, and as he was pulling in the net, he put his hand on bull rat, a freshwater stonefish, and got multiple spines in his hand.
He
And
grabbed it?
He grabbed it, yeah.
Oh.
Very bad.
He ended up going to the hospital?
He went to the hospital, they gave him some medication. Yeah, his hand swelled up like a balloon, and for the next couple days, it was still painful. So, something that you have to be very careful of.
All right. Well, we are going to attempt to navigate this creek and hopefully get a freshwater stonefish into the net.
I got a cool ass accent.
So where are the stonefish living?
We're gonna have to be very careful because even in all of these little pools right here, I've found big stonefish in before, because when it floods down at this creek system, it washes them from the deeper pools that they usually live in into all these shallow sections.
You could see how easy it would be for something to just live right underneath that. You step there and then you're in a world of pain.
World of pain, that's it. Up here is where I've actually found one of these bull rat before, so we'll go check it out.
So Miller, are they very fast or are they pretty stoic?
So the reason why so many people get stung is because they won't move out of your way.
Okay.
They know how venomous they are, and they'll sit there with their spikes up. Even if you walk over to the side of them, they will angle their spikes towards you.
So that's almost like, reminds me of a lionfish. They're aware of where their spines are and they'll pivot right to you. So, if you step near one, you're stepping on it.
Yeah, for sure. No doubt we would have walked past a few of these fish already, and they're just so camouflaged, very hard to see. Got one, right here.
Really?
Big freshwater stonefish. That's actually massive.
Where is it?
Look, sitting next to the...
Oh, yeah. Wow, good eye, dude.
That's a big bull rat.
It looks just like a leaf. You guys got a shot of that? Look at that. And it's not gonna spook, right? Like, we got a moment?
No, so they
All right.
use that as a defense mechanism. Like, if we were to go and stand on top of that fish right there, it's not moving.
Whoa. How are we gonna catch it, Miller? Do you wanna snag it with the net or?
I think if you use that clear container,
Okay.
put it in front of the fish, I'll come around the back and tap it on the tail. It might go in.
Okay, let's try.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Just gently push it. There we go. All right, shut the lid.
Got it.
Got it.
Let me fill it all the way with butter. This is dangerous. fingers.
Yeah.
All right.
That is
Look.
a monster.
Look at that. Oh my
Good
gosh.
job.
Oh, it barely fits.
That is a monster. That is the biggest freshwater stonefish I've ever seen in this creek. Good job. We
Wow,
got
no,
one.
good job to you for spotting it. Look at how perfectly camouflaged this fish is to this environment. And I noticed that it spazzed a little bit when we caught it. So this isn't an animal that we're going to be able to hold.
That shit don't look
No,
like
they're a
it
lot
could
more
fuck you
difficult
up.
to handle than the saltwater stonefish.
Okay, well, now it's time for the moment that I've been dreading all day long.
That shit does
It's
not
time
move.
to set up the sting table. All right, Miller, are we all set?
It's all you, mate.
All right, here we go, guys. Well, there it is. You are looking at
Yeah, I do gotta
the
have
bull
that
route,
also.
the freshwater stonefish, and one of the most unusual stinging fish I have ever seen. Wow,
Shit looks
man.
cool.
Tell you what, Miller, it's always exciting going on adventures with you, man, but I am definitely feeling the nerves right now. This is uncharted territory.
I don't think anyone's ever been stung by both a freshwater and saltwater stonefish before. So to compare the pain from both stings will be something that no one's ever done 100%.
The saltwater stonefish was by far and away one of the worst stings I have ever experienced. When it's all said and done,
Yeah,
this should
seen
be
that
just
one.
extraordinarily painful for me and hopefully educational for you. Ah! God. Immediate fire. Spreading up my fingers. I can already feel it in these three. Hang on, I gotta walk it off. I had lasting symptoms. We're talking these 3 fingers right here were completely numb for 3 months. Yes,
What?
3 months of complete numbness in these fingers from the saltwater stonefish. So in terms of what this fish would have to do to ascend beyond that pain,
3 months?
it's a lot, guys.
You just
All
gonna
right,
do it
before we
again?
get into this sting experiment, let's take a closer look at this very unusual and very seldomly seen fish. The first thing that I want to point out that I've already noticed is since we pulled it out of the stream, it has now completely changed its appearance. Once we sat it on this light metal table, it is also now much lighter in coloration. And I believe if you zoom in close enough, you'll be able to see why. There's these tiny black dots all around its scales and its face. And I think those are like chromatophores, just like you'd see on a squid or an octopus, where it can expand and contract those cells to completely change its color. So the camouflage is great for avoiding predators, but if you can't avoid a predator, what does this fish use? It's super toxic venom. And it delivers that dose of venom through its venomous barbs, the spines up and down the dorsal fin. There are spines here at the tail, and there are spines underneath the belly of the fish on the pelvic fins. So there's really no good way to hold this fish for today's sting experiment, and that's why until I'm ready to take the sting, once we get it out of the container, I will be
So
wearing
imagine
gloves.
you just fish and you just catch that.
Now, just like all the other
Don't
bite
know.
sting experiments, we
You're
are going to
fucked.
put this fish on the bite sting index on 3 different factors: intimidation, pain, and aftermath. One last thing. For a remedy, your best first aid scenario in any fish sting: hot water and a compress. So with all that being said, it is time to enter the sting zone with the freshwater stonefish. You ready, Miller?
Ready to go, mate?
Okay. All right, so the fish can be out of water for upwards of 10 minutes. It won't be that long, but just so everybody knows, this fish can breathe air while being out of water. All right, look at how it raises its fins in defense. I just want to point that out. As soon as I go in for the grab, ching, like a bed of spikes, raises them up for defense. Okay, got a grip. Okay, fish is out. Miller, why don't you come in here? I'm gonna remove this glove. I just want you to basically hold the fish in place.
Yeah.
What happens if you eat it?
All right. I'm so shaking right now.
Yeah, you
And I'm about to enter the sting zone with the bull route, freshwater stonefish from Australia. On 3. 1, 2,
You gotta be off of edible.
3. Ah! Oh, got it. Shit. Yep, definitely in.
Take it out. Yeah.
Ah! Get it good. Ah! Yep. Okay. My Miller, put it back in the water, please. Yeah. Yeah, that burns. Ow! It is burning, building.
That shit is inside me.
Yeah. Clearly see where the spine went in. It went in pretty much up to the, I can't talk right now. Hang on. Miller hurts. Yeah, definitely burns.
What if he passes out?
Like all through those fingers. Definitely some neurotoxin going on in there. It's not just, it's not like the other ones. It's way different than the saltwater stonefish. No, way different.
And those spines way sharper than the stonefish.
It took almost no pressure.
And that went all the way in as well. That's a good sting.
Yeah. Those spines are needle sharp. If you put all of your weight, it would go all the way in. Like, I could have easily gotten that spine an inch into my hand with more pressure. Like, it was just going. And I'm here to tell you, if you were to step on one of these fish, if you were to take a whole handful of spines, you're definitely going to the hospital. Like, this is excruciating. Just a single barb. Wow.
Do you need any hot water?
Yeah, I'm gonna just try to endure it a little bit. I just want to see if it spreads beyond my hand before I put it out. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait to see how bad this gets, the aftermath. Miller, thank you, brother.
Good job, mate.
Now we've got to wait for the next 24 to 48 hours to see just how bad this sting gets. Don't forget, if you're ever stung yourself, hot water, compress, and if that doesn't work, hospital. But right now, we are going to roll the official Brave Wilderness Sting Index rating of the bull route, the freshwater stonefish from Australia. Roll it. On intimidation, I was definitely nervous. The saltwater stonefish caused lasting nerve damage in my hand for over 3 months, so I had an idea what I was in for. And once I saw those long venom-laced spines stand up, it sent chills all over my body. Even though the bull route may be a smaller fish, the unknowns of its venom score it big-time points. Plus, hearing Miller's account of his granddad going to the hospital from a sting, yeah, I have to award this fish a whopping 9.2 out of 10. For pain, just like the saltwater stonefish, the sting sparked an instant inferno that intensified with each passing minute. And even though the small puncture wound may not have bled out very much, the venom surely found its way deep into my hand, and it hurt bad, giving this fish an 8.7 out of 10 on the pain index. For the aftermath, there really wasn't one. It was nowhere near the saltwater stonefish in long-term effects, and after applying the hot compress, the burning sensation subsided entirely, much like my reaction from the scorpion fish in Florida. Now, my hand was a bit sore for the rest of the day, but that was about the full extent of the aftermath. All this being said, I can only award this river-dwelling fish a 4.7 out of 10 in this category, giving the final tally of the bull route, the freshwater stonefish from Australia, a 7.5 out of 10, falling just below the assassin bug of Borneo on the Brave Wilderness Bite Sting Index.
Bro's wilding out.